Hello and welcome to my project demonstration of partition tolerance for 281 cloud technologies. My name is Vishwas Mukund. My student ID is 0107085994. These are my nodes. IEC2 instances. This will be the primary one, and everything else will be secondary. I will show you. Everything is ready. So I'm going to run the command to start the replication set. And it's obviously going to wait for everyone to start properly. So I guess we have a primary. Yeah, it looks like everything is working fine. I'm just going to go ahead and find the primary. This is in secondary. I guess it's this one. Duplicate session ubuntu sudo, and this is the primary. rs.status gives us information about each one, and they're all running fine. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to um, show you the two files I'm going to be using to actually come up with the partition. This is the node I'm going to be partitioning. This is the internal IP. So this is N3. Yeah, exactly this one, and this needs to be changed. So, and the program I'm going to be using to, it's called Reborn. That is to bring it back on the network. This is the command I'm going to be using, and I have written a Java program on which it contains the various read and write operations that will solidify the concept. This is my Java program. I'm using this driver, Mongo Java driver 3.1.0, and this is the program. So I'm going to copy the IPs of the primary 115. This is the public IP that's newly been allocated. I'm going to copy that here, and 116. This is the public IP of that. So I'm going to copy this here, and yes. So basically it's connecting to the primary and the secondary, and I'm basically writing to the primary integers from 0 to 60 with 1 second of gap, and I'm going to be reading from the primary and secondary one after the other to understand what value is where. So I'm going to keep that ready. I'm going to run this Java program now. The program isn't saved, still has the old values. So running the Java program, and the writes have begun. And you can see 1122. It is the simultaneous reads from the primary and secondary. So I'm going to run this. So here we can see that the secondary read is not successful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to again run the reborn.sh. So it should come back on now. Yeah, it is back on. These are just interrupt messages saying that the node was disconnected, reconnected, and the program is running normally and the replication is continuing. So how I can demonstrate my concept right now is I'm going to duplicate the session that was just disconnected. So administrative privileges, Mongo. So here I'm going to use try to read the database, successful, and I'm going to run the command to see what's in the database now. It's not going to let me do that, but because by default it is not allowed to read on the secondary. So I'm going to have to give this command rs.slave OK, and now running the command and it's showing all the values that's consistent. It's consistent with the primary. So when the system was connected to this node again, when I ran the reborn shell script, and the partition was removed and the replication continued as normal, the values that that was missed by the secondary is now copied and it's updated completely, and all the values are on this. So this is my demonstration of partition tolerance. Thank you for viewing.